Hey everybody, it's Charles from HumbleMechanic.com and it's time for another GTI update. As I sit here in the GTI, I'm actually sitting in the back seat of the car, and the reason I'm in the back is because the entire front of the vehicle is stripped. That's right, everything really from where I'm sitting forward is out of the car. This all started on one of the very first test drives I took where the line to the heater core actually blew up and blew coolant everywhere, of course. So I had it bypassed for quite a bit of time, but now that it's kind of dead of winter, it's time to get that heater core replaced. In addition to simply replacing the heater core, and I say simply and put your air quotes in there, is because there's nothing simple about this job, is we're going to also be fixing some of the issues with the HVAC box. Inside the air distribution box are a series of doors that are meant to direct airflow. Some are to change it from face to feet, to defrost, and others actually change temperature. Over time, what happens on these cars is the foam breaks down and it actually blows out of the vents and hits you in the face. It's disgusting. So what I'm doing is I'm fixing all that, putting new foam, sealing these doors back up. Of course, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do that. We'll also be cleaning this because there's some nasty garbage inside of there, and of course putting a new heater core in it. While I have this car completely apart on the interior, my man Kip is also sending me some carpet. After the interior's back together, it's time to go back under the hood for a handful of repairs. Going to be putting the turbo blanket on, of course. You guys probably seen the video that Jason and I did about that turbo blanket. I highly recommend it. One of the things leading up to that video I was having a problem with was the clutch, and it turned out to be a bent clutch fork. It was a scramble. I put a used one in, and I'm kind of experiencing a similar problem, although it's a little bit different. So the trans is going to be coming back out of the car to replace the clutch fork, and of course this time I'll be putting the upgraded Real Deal clutch fork in. Since we're pulling the transmission out, and since I'm trying to get the car ready for the Wookies in the Woods event, we're going to go ahead and do the limited slip differential at this time. I'll probably also put the TDI 5th gear in to bring up the fuel economy on the highway. I won't be doing any kind of DIY on the actual R&R of the transmission, but we will walk through the steps of setting up the limited slip differential on this transmission. And going back together with it will be a great opportunity to finally do the mod that so many of you guys have told me about. And like, Charles, why aren't you doing this now? And that's the O2J shift tower for the transmission, as well as the shifter box, the actual gear shifter box inside the car. So we'll be upgrading both of those when we go back together with this transmission. On the last GTI update, I asked you guys, hey, what brakes should we do? And we had this poll and you guys voted and it was really, really close, but we decided to go with black Willwood calipers. They're going on the front. The company I bought them from, Momentum Motorsports, is actually working on a rear kit as well. So we'll be doing front brakes and rear brakes, hopefully before the Wookiees event. On the rears, I will be going through a little bit more in depth because it's not a straight bolt-on component. These actually have serviceable wheel bearings in the rear. And of course, I'll be walking you guys through how to do that, how to put new bearings in it, how to pack the bearings with grease, put the dust seal in, and really, most importantly, get the torque on the axle nut correct so that you don't have noise or premature bearing wear. All of these things are in preparation for the Wookies in the Woods event at the beginning of April. So my goal is to get this car done by about mid-March so that I have some time to quality check everything that we do. If you guys haven't heard of the Wookies in the Woods event, it's one of my favorite events of the entire year. It's R32s, Golf Rs, running around in the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee, running the tail of the dragon, which is one of those iconic drives in the US. In addition to that, some great folks that always raise a ton of money, like thousands and thousands of dollars for charity. So it's an event that I'm really proud to be one of the sponsors of, as well as come out, hang out, meet you guys. If you guys plan on going to this Wookies event, drop that down in the comments and let me know you're going to be there. And finally, while I have not installed them yet, I am incredibly excited for some new wheels. I got together with the boys over at Petrol Box, which you guys know is a huge supporter of the crew members, as well as Rotophone for some new wheels for this car. While I love the Fat Fives and I think they look so good on this car, I am jazzed up about these wheels. This may actually be one of the first new set of wheels I've had on a car in a long time. Like, I don't even want to say how many years. It's been a long time since I've actually purchased a new set of wheels for a vehicle that I've owned. So I can't wait to get these wheels. I'm going to get some new tires, of course, still doing a little research on exactly what tire I want to go with. If you don't follow me on social, you probably missed that I spent a week in Finland testing some winter tires with my buddies over at Nokian. but it doesn't snow here but twice a year, so I don't think winter tires are the route that I'm going to go. So we'll be looking at a really good performance, probably 3-season tire to put on the GTI. So that's kind of it. That's where she is. The car is down. It has not been properly drivable for longer than I really care for. But you guys know how projects like this go. I'm working feverishly to get this heater box done and do a really great quality video and show you guys exactly how to fix this. In addition to that, show you the right material, because that's the thing I'm finding lacking with information on the internet. If you guys have any questions or comments or ideas for the next mod, drop that down below. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. You guys can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Snapchat. And hey, real quick, today is the 1-year anniversary of the Crew Membership Premium Program. Ton of great stuff, ton of discounts. I don't talk about it all the time, but it's a great way to save yourself a ton of money if you're buying parts for your VW, for your Audi, and exclusive content for me. There's a link down in the description if you want to check that out. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Love the support on the project. Love the support on the build. Hope you've been enjoying the progress, the ups and the downs. Today's definitely a thumbs down because it's not drivable. But with that, I'm out. Guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.